everyone, it's Priscilla. So this is my video response for Amadors Literature Challenge. And as you can see, this is an inspiration from Phantom of the Opera. So I'm just going to do a quick overview so that anyone who's not interested in watching all the details can just see what it looks like up close and personal. So as you can see, I did a lot of shadowing, and this is a dimensional box. Sorry if you can hear my kiddos in the background. So basically, I just cut her out, and as you can see, I'm trying to move the angle so you can see that it is very dimensional, and she is cut up. And sorry if you can hear noises, it's actually from this box. Okay, so that's an overview of the front, and then in the back. Okay, so if you're not interested in the details, then click out now. Alright, so with this was just a chipboard cover, and what I did was I added more chipboard to the sides to give it a real look of a faux book type of deal. So I added more into there. This was solid, so I cut out a front piece to it, and then I used some paint, and I did a mixture of paints. So these are the paints that I mixed, just in case if anybody's curious. I used the black by Craftsmart, the Holiday Red acrylic paint, and I also did the red with metallic paint. And if you look closely, it has a lot of shine, a lot of character, and in the best description of it would be in the back. As you can see, I know that has some glare, so I'm trying to like give you a better perspective of it. But as you can see, like it has like the streaks, and I know it's not the easiest to see. There we go. So you can see all the streaking. Here, let's see if I can get it. So it really gives it some character and some life to it, and it makes it look like a real book to me. So because it was such a delicate paint, you want to make sure that if you're going to do this, you use a top coat over it. So I use the Mod Podge, the matte paint, or the matte sealer, because with the metallics, for some reason, my daughter thankfully figured it out before I started decorating it, because, you know, she's got to grab everything. She scratched it, and it left a permanent scratch in there. So once I sealed it, that scratch went away, but yeah, you got to be really careful with that paint. So it's all sealed now, and even like the spackling that I put along, this is even sealed in too, and this was the Prima, and I think it's like just the Damask design. I did it in one of my haul videos, and this is just regular spackling that I added in there. And because spackling is very fragile, I used some of the Mod Podge also to seal that in too. So coming to the inside, because this is like the best part, I used some pearls to give it some more of a little, here. I used some pearls, and these ones sway, so these actually move when you have it sitting up straight. And then I did some trim along the top here. This piece of paper is from the Performance Stack, and let me grab that real quick to show you. So I was walking through Michael's, and I happened to look over, and they had this for $5.99, and it was such a beautiful stack to match this. So I picked this up. It was very gorgeous. I'm very happy I found that, because I added some pieces in from that to this creation. So that was one of the first things. The music is love. This is just a picture that I found, and I just printed it out, and I just cut her out, fussy cut her. I did the candles, and I even did like this little piece. I don't know if it's a mirror back here or what it is, but it was very beautiful, so I even popped that up. I added some of I Am Roses into there. I put some down here, and they're different colors. And then, like, it's all decorated on the inside. It's very beautiful. I put some of the paper line. This was the piano that's embossed in the gold, and then it's on vellum, so it's really just gorgeous, very delicate, very beautiful. So I added that in there too. So these drapes are actually from just, I believe it's muslin. I picked it up years ago, and I couldn't get it to the red that I wanted because I tried to use my Heidi Swab sprays, and it just wasn't working. So this is actually a blood pigment that we get from Halloween supply stores, because my husband does like all the zombies and creations and all that stuff. So it was just perfect to add on there, and it makes it a really dark red. So be very careful, Amador. Do not get it wet because it will bleed if you get them wet. What I did for the edging to give that gold little crisp to it is I just used some Inca Gold, and I rubbed my fingers and then rubbed it all across here just to give it some. And it even has it, let me see, right in here. So you can even see it in here too. And then starting off, these are all iron roses, and I use my black velvet on here, and on this one is cherry. This is from the paper line. I just cut out some pieces and added that in there. Same thing, except I used the Inca Gold on this one to give it more of the gold color. Very pretty. Here, let me get a more crisp look on that. And then the stamp that's here, this is from a Stampin' Up set, and I believe it's retired now. I know that's really bad. I should know more about that since I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator. This is from the pearls, and I just made it so that they hold the curtains back. This is also from Stampin' Up, and I just stamped that out. And then this, I believe, is a Prima stamp. Is it Prima or is it Recollections? I'll have to put in the description below. Sorry about that. And then this mask is actually handmade, and I cannot take credit for it. My husband actually created this. He's a very good sculptor. He is the opposite of everything artsy than I am. Like, I do all like the pretty artsy, and I can do canvases, and I can do everything like that. But when it comes to like drawing or sculpting, my husband is awesome with it. So, you know, I was talking to him and I asked him if he could make it for me, and he did. So, this is what he created. So, I just added that in there, and I put some of the beautiful roses around it. Okay, and then I think I pretty much covered everything in the front. So, with the chipboard, I added the chipboard here, glued it into place, and then I took some gesso, and I took a pencil. Here, I'm going to turn this sideways so you can get the whole shot in there. I took some gesso and the pencil tip, and I just ran the pencil across the whole entire thing just to give it some lines, so then it makes it more of a real book. And then because it was so stark white, I used some of the Tim Holtz Distress in tea dye and gave it some more. So it's actually done up on the top, and I actually did it on the bottom too. And then for the back, this is another piece from the actual paper, and I just cut that out. I put some more of the Prima Damask here with the spackling and sealed it all in, because with that, I don't know if I mentioned, but it's very delicate. So now he can be rough with it, and it's not a big deal, and it'll make through mailing, no problem. And then I did one more piece. I thought that I had a music note punch, but I don't, so I had to improvise, and it was such a delicate piece that I'd really be careful with it, so that's why it's not completely done up. I'm really sad about that. So this is my overall project. I hope you all like. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Amador, for having the challenge and letting me get out of you know, my typical just regular paper and actually doing something more, you know, unique and different that I probably wouldn't have done. So I do thank you for having this challenge. Alright, thanks everyone. I'll talk to everyone later. Bye.